Welcome back to our adventures in Westeros. We are currently continuing to secure the Riverlands over here, and you might be wondering why I haven't really looked into expansion or any other kind of taking over the realm type of stuff just yet. The main reason is we're basically waiting on these factions, right? So we're waiting till 360 to see how things go, because let's say that we start a war with somebody right now. It could end up going very, very badly if, during the middle of the war, all of a sudden, all of these people join a faction and then we have to deal with that as well. So right now, there's not really any great incentive for us to, expand outwards, so we just have to work on basically what we've got within our realm. So, that's what we're going to do. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that I can do immediately. I think maybe an activity might be a good idea for us. Are we technically home? I think so. Yeah, maybe activities. We could hold our own grand tournament, I suppose, which would be interesting. It gets us legitimacy gain. Legitimacy gain is actually something that's important. Apparently our expected legitimacy is now level 4, which has gone up, which means that we're actually, or we should be, taking a larger negative due to being below it now. In theory, although I'm not sure that we actually are. But I think that we should be, because we're now, instead of being 1 level behind, we're now 2 levels behind. So, yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing there. There's currently a joinable grand tournament. Would I make it in time? No. Okay. So we could hold our own. Or are other options? Grand Tour we probably can't do for another 10 years, right? I'm not even going to do it. I'm just going to select one and then just see what it says. No, so we can't do that for another 5 years. So that's 5 years out. So that's the same timer as the factions. Okay. So no Grand Tour. Grand Tournament is possible. University visit is not possible, right? Yep, not possible because it just doesn't exist currently. So that's fine. Feast gets us opinion and stress loss. I don't think it's the best thing we could do. It might allow us to become friends with people within our realm. Alright. Funeral? Funeral gets you legitimacy. Do we have anyone to bury? That's probably the more important question. So we do. We do have a couple of people we could bury. So we could bury this guy, who was our friend. Or we could bury Sir Othen Tully. That would be intriguing. I don't know if we've... Was he our rival when he died? That'd be intriguing. Here, maybe we do that and then try and befriend... I don't know, I was thinking like our own son. Dynasty, my dynasty? No, apparently I'm not even able to try and... apparently our son's just not even going to turn up. These guys may not arrive in time, it says. That doesn't seem possible. How might they not arrive in time? They're in the same... Wait a second, yeah, they're in the same court. Huh. Yeah, so we could hold one of these for Othen Tully. That would be interesting. Okay. So, it's an option. I don't know if it's an option I like, but it's an option. A hunt could also get us legitimacy gain. And then a pilgrimage would get us legitimacy gain. Now, would a pilgrimage be worth doing? Not unless I really need the piety. I'm trying to think if any of these are pilgrimagey stuff. Now, this doesn't matter, by the way, this at peace thing. I'm fairly certain this doesn't matter whatsoever, because it will only matter if we have any vassals who are our religion. Just thinking about it here. We could also change our faith. People have suggested doing something like this, going in here and changing, let's say, whatever we want to change. But it will cost us 8,900 as a base. It's quite a lot. And I think each change is quite a lot as well, right? Yeah. I tend to be against doing this because you fall into the same problem that you fall into with a lot of other stuff, where there's only 4 or 5 things that are actually good in this list, and the rest are kind of just flavor, but they're kind of equally unimportant or bad. So yeah, I don't know. We could have a look at this. This could be interesting. However, we don't have the piety for it, so it's not really a thing to do right now. But if we were to do pilgrimages, that would be kind of our path. Pilgrimages reform our faith, have our own faith for the Riverlands. Right now, we do at least have the Iron Islands as people who share our faith, though, which is useful. So it gives us like a pool of people we can potentially marry into. Although we can marry into people of these faiths as well. But what I'm meaning is ones that are more into it. Yeah, and then hunt. So is there anywhere good to hunt around here? Yeah, there are a couple of areas that are okay to hunt around here. Yeah, that could be reasonable for the legitimacy. How much does a funeral cost? 140. Let's go for a hunt. I think a funeral for the former Lord Paramount's a little weird. So, yeah. Do I want to do a hunt or do I want to do falconry? Ah, that's an interesting question. Because we have some falconry experience already. We also have some hunter experience. First level of hunter gets you a health boost. First level of falconry gets you stewardship and attraction bonuses. Attraction bonuses will disappear in 3 years no matter what, I believe. So, yeah, I think I prefer Venator. So let's do that. So we're going to go for a hunt. Where do we want to do it? Well, it said there was a link sighting here, right? So we'll do it. Go to Lorgan's Wood. I don't need mercenary guards and I don't need to make haste. I'm going to go for Foal on all of this. We're going to invite everybody. Well, do I need the prestige? That's the question. Because this doesn't give you percentage chance to succeed. Although, wait, why can I not do a hunt? Activity cannot be hosted for 4 months. I've already done a hunt recently? Oh. Okay. Oh, I did a hunt to try and get my son back. Yes, I forgot I did one for that. Alright, in which case, there's not really a lot to do then, unless we want to hold this funeral. Alright, yes, we are holding a funeral for a former person. We'll hold it in Riverrun. It's going to be Lord Othan. I'm not going to bury our friend who was landed and died over here. That seems like a weird decision to do that. Let's get rid of those. Plan to murder any Tullys who show up. Is there anybody we want to befriend? Is there anybody who will turn up? No. Fair enough. In which case my goal is to mourn, I guess. Yeah, and do we want to go for a lot? Yeah, I want the legitimacy gain. Manage guests. Oh no, people will turn up. For some reason it's just... okay. Weird. Anyway. So who do we want to invite? Who don't we want? I guess we could invite everybody. That's fine. I'll invite rivals. Extended family, neighboring rulers, knights. Yeah, other players. There aren't any, but we'll invite them. Wait, now can I befriend my son? Because now he's on our invite list. No. I could try and befriend my daughter, but that's not who I want. I want to befriend my son who hates us. Well, okay, let's do this. Let's hold a funeral. I'm going to, RP this by saying we're holding a funeral to introduce us to the realm and to mark the end of the Tullys. So, let's see how this works. Oh! Somebody's gone to a tournament and is qualified. Oh, well done, I guess. Well done. 5 months till it begins, apparently, because we have to wait for everyone on the guest list who's going to arrive. So actually, it's 5 months or everybody arrives. Okay. Greetings, my charming liege. I offer you the service of my courtier, Giona Risley, a highly skilled woman with an extensive knowledge of the rumors at court. Okay. There's no negative to refusing. He's currently excommunicated. I'm going to decline, but thank you for the offer. Alright. And funeral is 4 months away. We're waiting on 4 guests. Who are they? Some of these guys who are further away. I see. Okay, fair enough. 1 guest remains. Okay. Who is it? It's Lord Morris of the Torrentine. He is actually apparently almost here. Okay, fair enough. Oh, didn't mean to close it like that, but that's okay. So you should be here sooner than we would expect. So 3 months it reckons, but I actually reckon it'll start instantly because everyone's here. Never mind, it's going to take all that time. Oh no, our dog died. Well, I'm not going to skin him. Yeah, definitely not going to press that button. Right. We built the next thing in River Run. Do you want to build another thing in River Run? Maybe. We build a windmill. Increase our holding taxes by 4%. Sure, why not? Right, back to this. Open it up. And now we're waiting. Someone's trying to kill Braxton. Well, apparently you'll have to get in line. Many people want to kill Braxton. Actually, I want to try something here as well. Can I now that we've got our list, can I befriend the person I want to befriend? Nope. Right, there's even less people on that list now. Okay, fair enough. So you decided not to attend the funeral. That is correct. He decided not to attend the funeral. Alright, fair enough. You're engaged in the wake. Last chance. Aha! Okay. So we can say I won in the end. Ah, interesting. So he was a rival, I think, of ours. So there are actually some things that reference that. Let's rule in his honor. Sure, the crowd was moved by my fake words. I remember him. Let's get some opinion of everybody at the thing. A time to mourn. Alright, well, just me and my thoughts of him. Morning Star. All eyes fall upon Lord Miles as he falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating his reddened eyes from view. Lord Miles' sorrowful gasps and chokes have left his fellow mourners breathless. Many offer him comfort and reverence as if it were him who were to be committed to the thereafter. I would like legitimacy. Eyes must fall upon me only. Exactly, that's why we're doing this. Level of devotion went up though. We're now religious icon. One of the greats. Before me, a feasting table stocked high with all manner of food and drink, as if Othin were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Magister Beliger has so far refused to lay a finger on this banquet, however, swilling her goblet around in idle solace. Her middle-distance stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod she raises her drink high. To Othin, truly one of the greats. And say, I'll be greater still. To Othin, tell us what he really meant to you, or speak a silent prayer. Let's say, I will be greater still. It's all about me, this funeral. That's what we're doing here. Grave goods. Important nobility, far too great in number to name, passed by the enshrouded body of Othin, granting him little more than a simple bow or nod, as though such a gesture were sufficient to show one's reverence for a life. My heart weighs as heavy as my pockets, so full of trinkets and memories of Othin. I can't help but wonder why I should get to hoard objects which rightfully belong to him. I'm definitely going to give him the Tully House banner. Yeah, definitely. 100%. The False Lady Paramount. I gaze upon Othin in quiet contemplation, interrupted by the occasional well-wisher offering their sympathies. Fiend! Witch! Wench! You dare call yourself Lady Paramount? My son Gawain hurls himself towards me, furious finger waving inches from my face. Othin had designs for me to rule in his place, villain. No, he didn't. I can say get out, or I don't care. Yeah. Leave. Wait, no, you're not gonna stop being my friend. I just don't care. Grief of an acquaintance. The father can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue to push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? Doomsday is upon us, my acquaintance is dead. My person I didn't really know that well is dead. Oh, okay then. Yeah, we'll comfort him. Our moment in time. Okay, we're going to get unrelenting devotion to being a better ruler than he was. Yeah, definitely. 100%. Scheme at court. Alyssa is scheming against Braxton. Stop scheming against Braxton. Right. We get some legitimacy. We get some piety. Nice. So even more legitimacy. And the funeral is over. Right. We can pay homage now. We should pay homage. Did I not already pay homage to this guy, or was I going to pay homage and then realize that there was a disease or something? I'm fairly certain that's what... In fact, that looks kind of like what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to go pay homage. Is there anywhere else I want to go? I guess on the way, just because there's still a little disease, I can go to Golden Tooth and to Hornvale. Just because there's no real reason not to. And then I can go in via... Let me just make sure I'm still going in via Stony Step. Yeah. Or Sept. And then on the way back, could maybe go Knightsbridge and Stone Dance? Yeah. Knightsbridge, Stone Dance. Although I'm going to start by going there. And I'm going to end by going, like, there. And then let's see what it does. That seems reasonable. That seems like a nice, good trip. Let's go. Alright, and this will probably get us more legitimacy as well. My grandson needs an educator. Do we have any geniuses? Yes, in fact we have 2. In which case, Malia will educate, although Malia is also my tutor, so... I mean, that's... She would educate anyway, I guess, but we'll specifically get Malia to educate him. Yeah, there we go. Right. And we're off. Echoing horns. The echoing call of horns fills the air as we traverse the hills near Burnout. The hill forts resonate with the sound, a call to arms that has sounded through generations. Mere seconds after the first blaring, a throng of garrisoned Riverlander warriors emerge from the closest fortification, charging a group of terrified highwaymen and bandits. We must help them. We will wait. Braxton, aid them. We will stay here, or this is not our battle. We will help them. Definitely. Yes. Okay. Also, just want to check. Yes, that disease was around recently. It shouldn't spread to here, but let's just pay attention. I'm not going to choose the top option. You can lose your leg. Hospital hospices. Travelers, you look weary. Our doors are open for rest and care. Here, try my famed decoction of rose. 1% chance that I'm killed? Definitely not. Yeah, when you have some money. Actually, I don't want to give you money. Also, don't really want to recruit you. I don't want to do any of these 3 options. Can I just not? Also, it says you'll be my personal physician, but that's literally not a position that exists. Guess I'll give you the money I don't have, because I don't want to, like, accidentally replace our maester. True aim. You would like to be in a contest with me and the best shot wins? Okay, that was me. Wonderful. You paid me 225, so I'm no longer in debt. And we've now almost reached level 1 in the hunter trait. Nice. And we're here to pay homage. Wait, we're not? Oh, you've also just managed to convert Riverrun. Nice. Okay, so Riverrun is now my faith, which is perfect. So popular opinion is now fixed here. So I'm now going to work on some of these other ones. Yeah. Let's maybe work on this one next. That's the wrong thing. Yeah, on this one next. It's going to take 7 years, but there we go. Perfect. Right. But I believe this means Riverrun will now start taking a negative if we... Yes, it will now take a negative from being at peace. So now we need to go to war if we don't want Riverrun to be unhappy. Servants usher me into King Maegor II's great hall in King's Landing, where he sits on his throne waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet of my lord and pledge the many oaths of homage, as his scribes record the events. My attendants then follow, presenting my rich gifts to the king before the assembled court. Maegor bids me to arise and confirms his satisfaction, along with my rights to the lands I rule in his stead. So, I only got renown, prestige, and opinion. It really should give legitimacy, I guess, in my eyes, but anyway, doesn't matter. Right, carrying around here. I can convince this person to join me and I don't have to do the event. Yep, definitely. Fire in the night. Oh, okay. We're walking among the hills late in the day. The darkness comes suddenly, brought by the dark clouds above us. Then there was a distant loud rumble of thunder. Soon there was another, combined with a dazing flash of lightning. And another strike, brightly illuminating the area. The after image burned into my eyes. I blink and see where the lightning has struck. Now, there is a quickly expanding brush fire and is heading toward us. And say run, or put the fire out before it spreads too far. I just don't know if I've ever seen burned, which made me think that this must... Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen this burned thing. In fact, there's different levels of burned as well. It makes me wonder whether this is vanilla or whether this is mod. I kind of get the feeling that it's a mod thing, because I don't know if I've ever seen burned. Anyway, we're going to put out the fire because, like, it's a 100% chance. Yeah. Stormlander Men. I've seen the world and beheld its many wonders in my travels, but never have beheld such beauties as the one I've seen in Montspire. Truly, Stormlander Men are a cut above all the rest. One particularly fascinating specimen has taken my eye as of late, a peasant man by the name of Arlen. A pretty little sweetheart. He is far too pleasing to my eye to spend his days slaving away in Montspire. Yeah, I always find the specimen word in here very odd. He's pretty terrible. I'm just gonna leave. Architect's Digest. I'm not gonna buy your really, really expensive drawing. Right. Oh, thank you very much for the money, Master Rob. Well done, Regent, for getting me the money. The Songs of King Maegor. Would you like to hear some of me songs about Maegor, the swine of the High Valyrian court? She yells at us before we get within shouting distance. Or as soon as we get within shouting distance. Before we have time to answer, she starts singing a merry tune about the depravities of King Maegor. Say, tell me more. You seem like an interesting woman, or hold your tongue. Tell me more. What secret did we learn about Maegor? I didn't learn any secrets, but he may not have had any secrets, I guess. Our, like, cart is stuck. Alright, we'll wait 5 days. Tansy, the Outlander. It is known that the Riverlander people are ardent believers in the faith of the Seven Faith and do not take kindly to non-believers. Nevertheless, Medway is on our route, so we must pass through. Quickly, though, the villagers' vengeful eyes set upon us like a wolf prowling its meal. Before we have a chance to react, the local septon descends upon us with a mob of raging fanatics, screeching about our alleged heretical beliefs and demanding we pay atonement for passing through these holy lands. The foolish man is you a heretic, or it's easier if we just pay. As a foolish man, I won the debate. Right. Direct boat. As we travel by the Red Fork, we notice a man loudly cursing his life and complaining about his traitorous crew. As we get closer, I can see him standing by the remains of a small wrecked trading vessel. "My lady, can I ask for a moment of your time? I'll happily pay for some food and assistance to repair my boat." He asked with a pained smile on his face. I noticed most of his goods seem to be well kept despite the misfortune. Say sure, for a price, or my apologies, we're in a hurry. Say for a price. We'll spend 5 days for 70 gold. Jane is trying to kill Dala. Alright, knock it off. We've arrived. Right, we're back. Wonderful. And our legitimacy is looking great after the stuff before, so I think we might hold a hunt. Although let's divine the stars first. You can now get the new learning perk. Cool. I'm going to grab healthy. That now means that our health is good. And divining the stars, we are suspicious of others. Always, of course. New child of my dynasty. This is my son Willem's son, and he's called him Willem. Alright, seems like a good name. Next, is it time to do another hunt? I think it is, yes. We're going to do a normal hunt. We're going to do it here, because there was a lynx sighting. Don't need that. We don't need that. We're going to fully do this. And then here, we do want to keep it small. There is a bit of logic to increasing the party size, because the more hunters that join your party, the higher success chance you have. But I'm not that worried about it. Right, guests. So, I'm not going to invite my liege. And I'm not going to invite my vassals. And I'm not going to invite fellow vassals. And I'm also not going to invite, let's see, nearby adventurers. or that, or potential friends. Yeah, I was trying to figure out which one that guy was falling under. I'm not going to invite Glory Hound vassals either. Alright, who's being invited? How far are they? Like 67 days. Is that because you are potential lover? No. Is that because you're a courtier? No. Is that because you're a hunter? Yes, so you must be court hunter. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Let's have a look at this now. 28 days is the max. Okay, that's kind of reasonable. That's what I'm looking for. Right, close that. Our goal here is to oh, I'm not allowed to slay the beast, I see. But I'm going on the hunt anyway. Alright, whatever. My goal is to befriend my son. Can I do it? Befriend target. I would like to befriend my son who hates me. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to do this. So start hunt. But before we do, I also remembered something I want to do. I want to sway him. Because I think if you sway, there's a chance that you get rid of the negative... or like you get rid of the rival trait. So let's do that. Right. 51% success chance isn't bad. I think it's something in here, like, yeah, Hunter Guess is the main thing that gets you, like, a ton of extra success chance. So, yeah, that's what you would get if you invite more people, because that number is just, like, a bonus per person you invite. This guy arrived and he wants to give us renown. Lovely. He has now given us the renown. Constructed a couple of extra buildings. That's good. Foul play. An escape from my duties, however brief, has done wonders for my stress. Out here on horseback, one can feel a sense of purpose and pride that is often lost in the humdrum of ruling. My small entourage and I have opted to take a short break from the saddle to rest our horses. Quite the remarkable destrier, a servant remarks, taking a horse by the lead. I'm quite familiar with most of my entourage, yet something indiscernible seems amiss. I take a second glance at the servant while the warhorse sips some water. Ah, it's Bonifer. I realize on closer inspection, but as I take a step forward, the whole horse jolts to the side, and in an instant, all suspicion is for naught. With a powerful kick, Bonifer's face is reduced to a bright red pulp, and a scream of shock and horror floods my senses. Bonifer just got absolutely destroyed? Was this an event where someone was trying to murder us and that was a failure event on that? I think that was a failure event from someone trying to murder us, because I've never seen that before. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's redouble the guards for now. It's not switching, huh? That's interesting. Alright, maybe that just doesn't work. Okay. Fair enough. It might not work on... oh, it's gone up to 80% here. It might not work in the mod. Anyway, I'm going to go get that lynx that we saw the sighting of. A beautiful specimen. In a rare moment of reprieve, I spend some time in silence, taking in the beauty of nature. As my stress melts away, I hear my husband Ansem softly laugh. My love? He holds up bloody remains of a hare. I slew this nipper in your honor, a token of my dedication to forever fight by your side. Ansem smiles, admiring his handiwork. You look so at peace. I'm glad. He hastily plants a chaste peck on my cheek, as if we're the only ones in the world. Say, I'll treasure it. Come here, or I have no use for this. Someone might learn about your secret relationship. What, my secret relationship with our husband? Ah, yeah. No. This is going to be really bad if they do. I guess we will lay with our husband. It's fine. We've now gained this terrible hide. Okay. Poachers here in the Ladies' Hill. They huddle together as I ride up with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead stag behind them. We did not do this. Please have mercy, glorious Lady Paramount. Their blades and bows belie their words. So I can punish them. Seem to be excellent bowmen. We can get poacher training for 10 years. The animal is mine, along with fines for their lives. We're poaching outrage potentially, or get out of Lady Bia's valley. I'm just going to tell them to leave. Because I don't want the negative popular opinion. Our culture has discovered urbanization. That's good, right? Like, that's really good. Urbanization. Urbanization. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. Oh, there it is. Bottom right. Oh, no, it's just the existing development penalty. Doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Not the one I thought it was. So both of these are perilous, and then this one is not. Alright, I'll take the non-perilous way of doing this, given that we have an 80% success chance. Caught in the trap. As Argrave and I pad and foot over some troublesome ground, I almost jump out of my skin at the sound of an almighty yelp. I turn to see my master arms has fallen into a concealed pit trap, which now holds his leg tightly in place. Ah, my leg! I didn't see the blasted thing. We'll help him. Okay. We watch for the links from our concealed bowline, tensing with anticipation as the flusher's cries and baying hounds grow louder. The spotted male suddenly leaps into the clearing ahead, claws flailing, charging straight towards us in terror. I can say stop is Adrian's, everyone now loose, or run away. Everyone loose. I believe we have now killed it. Do we want the lynx fangs? No, I will give them to my vassal, Lord Burenmur. You can have them. Wonderful. We're going to gain some experience in Hunter, which puts us to level 1. So we get learning, prowess, a health boost, stress loss, and then glory hound vassal opinion. Gain some horse experience, gain some bow experience. We're now legitimacy lawful, which is huge, so that's going to definitely help. And these guys both gained 60 glory, and we got a dangerous beast slain, which has increased our popular opinion. Wonderful. Right. Fortified knowledge. Do I want to get Willem one of these bonuses? Sure. Willem is a rough terrain expert now. Good job, Willem. Right. And we've arrived back home. Got more experience in horse as well. Maris is no longer our lady in waiting as she flagellated herself to death. Oh, alright. What have we actually got this new? Ah, this thing. I'm going to destroy it because it's garbage. Yeah. Cool. So that's that. We've now done that. We're actually not at level 3. We are very, 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 very close to level 3. Level 3 would be good because we start losing some of these negatives, especially getting the short range duration there. Yeah, probably no one to hold a funeral for. A grand tournament might be the idea. Let me just work out the costs. I definitely would want it to be in Riverrun anyway because, yeah, it's our capital, so I'd want the bonuses to be there. I did something like this, did this, and then this. 650. Okay, so 650 is how much it's going to cost us to do a real tournament. Alright, that's not impossible. 650 is pretty good. My daughter-in-law, so this is my son Gwaine, second son Gwaine's daughter, needs a name. You're going to be named Wella. Okay. Looks like the Riverlands just resized itself. Maybe someone just got some extra land somewhere. Offer knight tutelage. You would like for my courtier John Clayton to become the squire of Lady Rhaenyra. Sure. I accept. Also, I guess we should look for knights in my court. Actually, we have knights. We have like our son as a knight, right? So I can't offer you squire because no one can become a squire. Cool. Right. Well, this seems like a good point to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.